Do you remember playing with puzzles as a child, spending hours on end trying to put together what seemed to be a million pieces into one magnificent, awe-inspiring image? Those were the good old days. Now, did you know that something as seemingly simple as a puzzle could actually play a crucial role in a child's development? Parenting expert Nikki Bush joins us this morning to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning, Katlego.
So, take us through first. I know they come in different forms and shapes and sizes, but wait, before we go there first, why is it so important for children to be puzzlers, as you say?
It's such a brilliant skill to learn. In fact, from nursery school, a really good nursery school should start off the day, every day, offering puzzles. So as the parents arrive and drop their kids off, their kids go straight into puzzle building, and the parents often stay behind and help their kids. It's important that children learn to love puzzles. It's a little bit like loving books and loving reading. Okay. The more you're exposed, the better you get. And so there are lots of different ages and stages around the puzzle building thing, but there are about 18 different perceptual skills that are taught or learned through puzzle building. Now, perceptual skills are the kind of skills children need to acquire in order to be ready for grade 1. Okay. And we can teach so many things. So I've got a couple of examples here just to show you what I'm talking about. So, for example, here we go. Here's a little sheep, and what we're doing here is we're matching. We're matching line, we're matching shape, we're matching color. Yes. Okay? We're doing eye-hand coordination. So the whole idea of me using my fingers and putting these puzzle pieces in is controlling my muscles, my grip, my hands. So I don't just bash them together, I carefully put them together. Yes. I'm doing problem solving. A lot of problem solving here, because first of all, to begin with, they might try and do that. Then they have to learn to manipulate the pieces to fit them in. So there's direction, there's laterality, there's all sorts of things here. But more important, there's part-whole relationships. So a piece like this means nothing, but once you put it together with a whole lot of other pieces, it means something. A little bit like when we are reading and writing. Say, for example, you've got the letters T, A, and C. If you put them in the order of C, A, and T, you create something that is meaningful. Yeah. So it's exactly the same. We're practicing that in a very concrete way, in a very real way with children. They need real stuff to work with. You can't just say to a 3, 4, or 5-year-old, this is a really good idea to match things. They need to have the opportunity to match things. So they start off at a very early age, around 18 months, with these knob puzzles. Okay. Just the very act of holding the knob with my pincer grip or the tripod grip. These are the same 3 fingers I will use to hold a pen or a pencil later on. So I'm practicing that. Once again,
that's cool. You never ever think about that.
Yes. So fine motor coordination, eye-hand coordination, and here we go. Part whole. Now we have completed a picture. But to begin with, a child will really battle to get these in the right direction. Yeah. So this is all problem solving using their thinking skills. And then we go from a knob puzzle to like 2-piece puzzles, 4-piece puzzles, 6-piece puzzles. And then we eventually get up to the 12 and 24-piece puzzles. A child has to be able to do a 24-piece puzzle by the time they hit grade 1. Okay. It's part of the school readiness test. But if you've exposed children to puzzles from an early age, and often, they should be able to do 100-piece puzzles by that age. So you've got a lot of kids who are able to do 100-piece, 200-piece puzzles because they become puzzlers. Yeah. And obviously they enjoy it. Lovely. So lots of problem solving. And then as they get older, they can move into, for example, this one. So these are all the rage in primary schools at the moment, the fan cans. And here's A.B. de Villiers, 252-piece puzzle. Now here, there is a lot of nothing in this puzzle. And look at how tiny these puzzle pieces are. And look at this picture, if I just show it to you. Get this out of the tin.
That's also part of this motor skills that they develop.
Yes,
trying to get
the Okay, so take, for example, that. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. There's a lot of same. Okay, so if you've got hundreds of pieces.
When you say same, you mean...
Here, look, there's not much defining. Look at the difference here. Okay, so we talk about different levels of difficulty. Apart from the fact that this has got 200 pieces and this has got 12 pieces. Look at the size. Sizes of the pieces are completely different. Those are tiny, this is big. And this has got very distinct line and color. There's lots of moggy, blurred colors here, which makes the level of difficulty here far more extreme. There's a lot more thinking skills, problem-solving skills going on here than there would be in a small puzzle like this. So it's to get a child to start off from here and move eventually into something this difficult.
Wow, there we go.
And then you've got different techniques for building puzzles. So to begin with, you'll see some children love a set menu, a recipe as to how to actually build a puzzle. So you would say, for example, find the corners first, then build the frame, and then do the inside pieces. And then you might get the rogue child who starts off by, for example, building a specific part of the puzzle, like the pig, or something else.
All right.
They might not actually start off on the edges. They might take a cameo of something in the middle of the puzzle. And so, for example, here, I mean, you might say it's AB's hands, okay?
Yeah.
So they might build AB's hands, then AB's head, AB's foot, before they've even built the outside. And that shows you that that child is probably a right-brained thinker.
Oh, wow. And then through that, you can learn a lot about your child as well.
A more creative, gestalt-thinking child who thinks outside of the box rather than inside the box. So it's not necessarily a wrong way to build a puzzle, but ultimately it does help to have some form of technique. So eventually we do try and teach them the corners, the frame, and then we build on the inside. And that makes the whole thing far easier.
There we go. Thank you very much, Nikki. Now, if that question had you puzzled in the mind, we hope that we put those pieces of the puzzle together for you. And of course, for more information, visit our website, expressoshow.com.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.